Now that you have created a project and imported your images, we can now go over the various features of the Print2Bind program. Let's start at the top with the File menu. From the File menu, you can create a new project, open a project, close a project, or manage projects. The Manage Projects area is the most important one in this menu, so let's take a closer look. In the Manage Projects area, you can delete a project, back up a project, or restore a backed up project. It is highly recommended that you regularly back up your projects and put them in a safe place like an external drive or a DVD. The backup will contain all of the low resolution images and album designs you have created. When you back up a project, the backup file is placed on your desktop for easy searching later. So now let's show you how to back up your project. Simply find the project in the list on the left, highlight it, and click on the Backup Project button. Then all you need to do is choose your destination and click the Choose button. By default, your project will back up to the desktop. Once it's backed up successfully, you'll click OK, and then you can actually look at it on the desktop here. In this case, my project has backed up successfully to the desktop right in the same area where my images are. The View menu has two selections, Compare Images and Filing and Grouping. Comparing images allows you to take a closer look at two or more images. We'll come back to the Compare Images later in this tutorial. The Filing and Grouping sidebar allows you to sort all of your images manually into different folders. This will prevent you from wasting time during the designing phase by needlessly searching for images. What you see here are the 4 default folders that come with the Filing and Grouping sidebar. You can add more folders by clicking on the Add Group button, or you can remove folders by clicking on the Remove Group button. In this demo, we'll show you how to add a folder by clicking on the Add Group button, typing in a folder name, and then clicking the checkbox to make this a default group. By clicking this checkbox, you are now allowing the software to put this folder in any new project you create from this point forward. Now to simply move and sort your images, click and drag the number of images you want to move and drag them into the folder you wish to have. As you can see, I have 145 images in this project, 3 of which I've just grouped into my demo folder, and the ungrouped are at 142. This will allow you to quickly keep track of how many images you have in your project and how many you are using in your design. To turn off the Filing and Grouping sidebar, simply click on View and then Filing and Grouping. The Project menu also has two selections, Add Images and Export Image Group. If during the importing of images you forgot one or need to add another image from a different folder, this is where you would go. Simply follow the same steps as earlier in the project creation process. We will cover the Export Image Group in a later tutorial. The Setup menu has two selections, LabPrints Registration and Preferences. The LabPrints Registration is the information you filled in after you ran the program for the first time. If you ever move your studio or need to change any information, this is where you would do so. Simply change any information you need to in the fields below and click the Confirm button. The Preferences menu has options that change how the software works, such as networking two computers with Print2Bind together so they can share projects. Within these options, you can change how you would like the low-res image quality to appear or how you'd like the light table to appear. Any changes you make, just click on Save and Close. If you don't wish to make any changes or not save your changes, simply click on Cancel. The Tools menu allows you to manually check for updates. Periodically, updates will be released to improve the functionality of the software and to fix bugs. Most of the time, you will be prompted to automatically update. However, you can also have the software checked manually by clicking on this menu. In this example, at this time, I do not need an update as I have the most current version. Now at the top of the screen, you have probably noticed 4 buttons with different names: Manage Images, Build Order, Review Order, and Submit Order. These are the 4 main steps needed to create and place an order using the Print2Bind program. We're going to start with step 1, Manage Images. Above the images, you will see different buttons. Any of these can be used to manage the appearance of your images on the light table. Please note that the Print2Bind software is not an image editor. It will not replace programs such as Adobe's Photoshop or Lightroom or Apple's Aperture. You can also not export your designs into Adobe Photoshop as PSDs, JPEGs, or any other file format. The rotate image buttons can be used to rotate the images on the light table either clockwise or counterclockwise. In this example, we'll rotate this one first counterclockwise and then clockwise. The slideshow button will give you a complete slideshow of all the images currently on the light table. The compare button will allow you to view two or more images side by side for a closer inspection. This is the same compare feature as in the view menu at the top. Simply select the images you wish to compare and then click on the compare button, and you'll see the three different images or three slightly different images that I wish to compare. You can use this magnifying glass at the top to blow up certain sections by clicking and dragging of the image or images you wish to compare. To get out of the screen, simply click on the white X at the upper right hand corner. The red toolbox has four features within. Sort. You can sort all the images on your light table by image name or date and time in ascending or descending order. Rename. You can rename the low resolution proxies on the light table. You can create whatever name you wish. Please note that you can also have the software change the names of the high resolution files at the same time by clicking on the checkbox at the bottom of the window. Relink. This is where you would relink your project to the folder of high-resolution images on your computer. Please be advised that once you import your images, you should leave them in their present location until after the order has been uploaded to LeatherCraftsmen. In the event you move your images, all you would do is click on the New Location button, browse for the new location of your high-resolution images, and hit the Process button, and they should all process. And print. You can physically print out all the thumbnail images. Once you have finished in step 1, you can now proceed to step 2, build order. This next step is where you will design your album.